Hello, this is Dr. Daulton Jr., and in today's video we're going to be talking about what a herniated disc is. And you may have also heard this condition referred to as a protruding disc or a disc protrusion, and essentially it's the exact same thing. But what we want to do here is we want to first look at what a normal disc looks like so that we can compare it, and you'll see what the difference is in how this condition develops and what makes it unique. So if we look at this image that I've brought up on the screen here, what we're looking at is a normal, healthy spine. And the image here on the left, this is what it looks like from the side. And then this image on the right, what we're doing here is we're looking at the disc from the top down. And the disc is actually this circular structure here. But essentially what you'll notice is that the disc is made up of a strong outer covering, and it has a soft jelly-like center. And with a herniated disc, basically what is happening is that the outer wall, which is normally very strong, it will get torn and damaged. And so if I come down here to the slider on this image, and if I pull it over, you'll see that for one reason or another, the disc will actually be torn here. And there's a number of different things that can cause this to happen. A lot of times it's different types of injuries, or it could be from wear and tear over time. We also know that there's a genetic component to this that will make the wall naturally weaker. Or another thing that can happen pretty commonly is if you have an unhealthy lifestyle, like for example if you smoke or if you don't have a good diet that provides healthy nutrition, that can also make the wall of the disc weaker. But for one reason or another, the disc is actually torn and damaged slightly, and over time what will happen is that tear will progressively get larger, and the nucleus in the center will start to push through where the disc is damaged, and it's going to create this bulging in the disc wall. Now, you may have also heard of a condition called a bulging disc, which is a similar condition, but it's not exactly the same. The difference is with the herniated disc, the disc wall actually tears to about this point here. With the bulging disc, the disc wall is still weaker and it will bulge, but the disc wall doesn't actually tear completely through. And that's the difference between those two conditions. Now, one thing you'll notice is that as this disc continues to herniate, what it's going to do is it's going to start to apply pressure onto the spinal nerves, which are located directly behind the discs of your spine. Now, you have to realize that these nerves control everything within your body, and they're very sensitive to this type of pressure. So what will happen is that you will develop a number of symptoms depending on what those nerves control. So let me bring up a different screen here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. If you look at this image here of this person, and you'll see we've got the spine here. These nerves travel and they leave your spine and they go out and talk to your entire body and tell the body what to do. So for example, let's say that I have a herniated disc in my lower back. If I put my cursor on one of these lower back bones, what you'll see is that the nerves will travel and they'll go to things like your legs. So it's really common with a herniated disc in the lower back that you'll develop a problem like sciatica, where you have a shooting sharp pain that goes down into the leg, or you may even develop some leg weakness or a burning sensation or numbness. All of these types of things can be caused by it. But in addition to that, the nerves of your lower back also control the organs within the abdomen. So you might notice that your bathroom habits change. So you may start losing control of your bowel or bladder, or you may develop constipation or stomach cramps. All of these types of symptoms can be related to a problem in the lower back. If we go up higher, you'll see that these nerves will actually control the arms. So you're going to have a similar situation, but it'll be in the upper body. So you may get weakness in the arms, or a burning sensation, or numbness, or a pain that shoots down into the arms or even into just the shoulders. You could have neck pain, headaches, sinus problems. These types of things can develop when you have a problem that develops in your neck, and it's all because of where these nerves are going to and what the nerves are controlling. And that's actually what makes this condition really tricky, is that the symptoms aren't always just back pain. There's a good chance that you're going to have back or neck pain depending on where the problem is, but the problem will tend to travel, and it confuses a lot of people, and they think that they have a problem in their arms, for example, but in reality, the problem is up in the neck area. So that's actually what makes this condition a little bit more complicated and how the symptoms will develop. Now, if you want to learn more about a herniated disc, and if you want to learn things like the specific causes, symptoms that can develop, the different treatment options that are available to you, all of that sort of information, I've actually created a website for you that you can go to get the complete story. and it's healyourbulgingdisc.com, as you can see here. And if you go right below this video and look in the description of the video, you'll see that I have a link there that you can click on that will take you right here. But what you can do is, if you just scroll down on the page here, you'll get to a point, and you can read through this information if you want to, but you'll get to a point where you can see that I have the different conditions highlighted here. So for example, if you want to learn about a herniated disc, all you have to do is click on it, and it will take you to a separate page that goes into the details as far as what a herniated disc is. You'll be able to see some pictures here that I've created for you. It'll talk about what happens if this condition continues to progress. And if you continue to scroll down, you'll see that I have a table of contents where you can just look for whatever information you want. So you can see here the symptoms. I talk about causes right down here, the different treatments. So we cover medications. I talk about natural alternatives that you may want to consider for treatment options, exercises, surgery. So I cover basically everything that you need to know about these conditions. So I would recommend that you go ahead and go to the website. You can learn more. And I want to thank you for spending time with me, and I hope you found this video helpful.